What is up, party people? Let the cringe begin. Cause, my whole channel is cringe, okay? Am I right? So, as always, I'm your host, Nightmare X, and today we're gonna be talking about something we've not talked about before. So, if you keep up with me on Facebook, then, well, firstly, I really should get that Facebook page, get it going. Right now I made one, but there's no posts, and I don't really know if I should work on it, because my channel has not blown up. It's not gotten any bigger in the past few weeks, so yeah, I don't know. It would be easier to maintain my Tumblr. And I was just thinking of what to maintain and what to promote as I go about and make my content. Not just my YouTube videos, but I'm talking about my fanfictions. Yeah. I do try to write stuff, but it just sort of doesn't work. You know? I need help from you. You, the viewers, on my fanfictions. I could put a link to my fanfiction.net account. I got a list there of all the fanfictions I want to do, and I've tried to do. There's a little progress on all of them, but not very much. So, I think the most progress I have is my fanfiction for My Little Pony. Of course, then again, my Justice League fanfiction is getting a lot of progress. Well, it's not Justice League, it's Justice League International. That was a comic series. It's getting pretty old now. It was really good, but it had its run. And it ran its course, so you know what happened, and I know what happened, and it's over. It's over. So, I'm making a fanfiction of it. I had a fanfiction of Slender, but it lost the hype, and I feel like if I made a fanfiction of it now, no one would care. Not even enough to read it. I don't know how some of this stuff works. If you create your own character without really giving it ties to the fanfiction, if you create your own character for a fanfiction and don't tie it into the actual story enough and try to sever it from the fanfiction and use it as your own character, is that possible? Would you get in trouble, basically, if you tried to write stories about them? I mean, it's your character. You made it up. But you used it in a fanfiction. That's where it was first. Is that legal? I don't know. These are the things constantly running through my brain. I will link my fanfiction account because I need to get a little help, a little support from the bros. You are my bro army, okay? PewDiePie abandoned the bro army. He stopped saying bro. You know, he started saying the sister, what is it even? He says sister fister, which is not family friendly, first off. I don't even know. I don't know. But he does say sister a lot now. And that's like totally derailing from where he was. So I don't know what's up with that. But I'm taking over the bro army. You guys are abandoned. You've been left on the streets. I'm taking you in. I was going to make my own video to announce that, but I don't feel like it would be long enough. So basically, what my video is about today, I need a little help with my fanfictions. I need help with my stories. You know, I've never finished a story. And I think it's because I just need help. I need you guys, the viewers, to help me out here. I'm struggling. Okay? Like, I've done fan fictions for a lot of different stories. Tried to, anyways. What always happens is I get a few pages and then I don't know. I start another fan fiction because the idea pops into my head and what I was working on is going nowhere. And the one I start, you know, the new one, it starts flowing better, and I get into it, and then the process starts over. That's what always happens, and it's so annoying. It's like, I've lost my direction. I know the plot points. I know what to do when I get to this certain point. But until then, things like dialogue, small details, just what happens between point A and point B. So, I need you guys, 'cause like, I'm never gonna do this if I do it alone. And there is great potential up here. Great stories have been made up here. But seriously though, I'm going to link my fanfiction, link my Twitter, and I know Ashley's gonna want in on this, so I'm gonna link her too, her channel here, and I might make a Tumblr for my fanfiction stuff. If I do that, then I can break away from my Twitter. If I make a Tumblr, I can break away from my Twitter. My Twitter has always been for my YouTube channel. So, I don't know. I can't really use it for my fanfictions. But, also, keeping up to date on my Twitter might be hard. Like, lately I've not been up to date on my Twitter. I've not been telling people on Twitter when I make a new video. Why? Well, there was that really long break I took from YouTube not too long ago. And then, of course, there's the fact that Ashley is helping my videos. A little bit. I mean, I don't feel like I'm more popular than I was, or more well-known than I was, in any way, but, you know, I've never had comments before, so that's a plus. At least I'm getting comments now. I know I'm getting one more view on all my videos. I might become a minor channel, but like on people's radar at some point. Now the chances of that are greater than they were. This channel started out January 1st. Like, I expected so much more than what I have now. I guess I gotta keep telling my friends, like, I thought I told enough people. I don't know. Like, there's this one guy I know in particular. I asked if he'd been watching my videos lately, and he said, well, he stopped sending me links. And at the time I didn't think about it, but, you know, now that I'm thinking about it, you know, he could have subscribed and, like, turned on notifications, and he just decided not to. I don't know. I don't know what happened there. Maybe he doesn't have an actual account. You know, he could still, like, bookmark my channel if he has a laptop. Or you can bookmark on your phone, actually. You might not know how, but you can do it. I know how. But, you know, everyone's phone is different. They might not be very forthcoming with that detail on other models. Other phones might not even have that feature, you know? Yeah, this ring has a little chain in the middle. It spins. It's cool. It helps me think, sort of, because it's hard to, like, think and make things that are okay. Because half of the sentences I say out loud are not okay. Because, like, it's big spacing and just pausing, and the grammar is pretty bad too. When I talk, my grammar is bad. I swear my writing is better than my videos. But one thing you have to take in mind is my videos are getting longer and my stories are still not long. By the way, I don't have any actual stories posted on fanfiction. I have a list of the stories I want to make, and I have tried making fanfictions of all of these, but none of them are finished, and I'll send you my progress, but I just didn't want to post them on fanfiction until I was done with them. And my Sims fanfiction is written in an actual notebook, so. The reason I decided to talk about fanfictions today is I've been taking notes for my Justice League International fanfiction all day long, and it's currently 3 in the morning, 3:18, and I'm still taking notes. I'm gonna continue right after I finish this, and I have like 2 names left, 2 characters left to look at, before I can throw away this old list that is just really old, and tuck this new list under my phone case. That's what I've been doing. I've been getting names from one list that is just a really old piece of paper and putting it on a new list. The same names. Well, there's a few added, but I think it's like 4. I added 4. But I've crossed out a few, so I didn't have to copy those. In the end, somehow, I have just the right amount of lines on this new piece of paper for all of these characters. See, on the old piece of paper, well, it was a smaller notebook. It was actually a school agenda, you know. Well, you know how those are like smaller than an actual notebook. It was my senior year agenda from high school. Yeah. And I was using like under all of the lines there's this big gap, and there is above them too. So I was using that on the old piece of paper to fill in like a few more names, and on the new piece of paper where I'd crossed out a few guys, somehow I have just enough lines on this new piece of paper to write everyone down. So there you go. I just hope, you know, I never get like stopped by a cop or something, because like if they investigate my phone case and find a list of names well, it's basically a coded message, because it's the like the alias they went by and then their real name, and then the name of the universe they came from. But I abbreviated that, like, instead of New Earth, it's NE. So, yeah, stuff like that. But, yeah. That's what I've been doing all day long for this Justice League fanfiction. So, as I said, links in the description, my fanfiction.net, my Tumblr, not Tumblr, Twitter. There's gonna be a Tumblr. I'll link it to my Twitter when I make one. And Ashley, my girlfriend's YouTube. All links in the description. I don't know what else to say. See, this is why my mom wanted me to make scripts, but screw that idea. This is a 21-minute video. That's pretty long, so it's not as long as Ashley likes, but it's longer than usual. You know, the usual was 10 minutes. And those were satisfactory to me because I was like, okay, these are like lengthy videos considering what's usually on YouTube, but at the same time, it's not really that long, and that's what matters because the YouTube algorithm is gonna pick on that and think, people are watching these because they have enough time, but it's kind of a longer video. So the watch time is more, meaning people are more interested in my videos than other people's videos. And my name gets higher on the list. Apparently, that's how the YouTube algorithm goes. That's one thing the algorithm does. Yeah. So I'm kinda doing good. But most of all, I just wanted to say I need your help, guys. I have been trying to get help with this for a long time. And I'm gonna need someone committed. Someone who has all the time in their lives to just blow on basically whatever. I need a committed partner in this fanfiction stuff that could basically help me whenever I need it. 'Cause, like, there's a lot of times I just really need help, and I have shelved projects before because I need help and there is no one. Right now I'm getting my mom to help me on a lot of stuff with this Justice League fanfiction. Mostly because I think her opinion of some characters is funny. It's funny that she thinks this of some characters. Like, for example, the Bug-Eyed Bandit. That is, that's a kind of old villain of the Atom, and his gimmick was robot bugs that he used to rob and take stuff and get the job done. Robot bugs. He could have been rebooted, like, not really given a costume, but be like a suit and tie guy, and still have that gimmick of robot bugs doing his bidding, and I think it would be a cool villain. But the way he is now, You gotta admit he's cheesy, but he could do a lot of good in comics as a villain. My mom just thinks he's like the worst. She says basically the costume needs revision, and right now she just thinks it's a silly concept. The whole character is a silly concept. And I'm like, there's so much potential. Okay? This is why I'm in the fanfiction business. Because sometimes the fans do better. How many fanfictions do better than the actual stuff? The number's bigger than you know. Or maybe I'm just not up to news. You know, it seems like it would be easy to be better at DC than DC. Or to be better at Marvel than Marvel. Or especially to be better at Disney than Disney. I'm still looking for that perfect DuckTales fanfiction. That would be a good read. Whether it be graphic novel or just written, I would like to see that. A really well done DuckTales fanfiction. But until my next stroke of genius and just overall cringe, you gotta admit these videos are pretty, I don't know. Until next time, I think this video's gone on long enough, so this has been fun and everything, but I shall close before this gets awkward, and peace.